Okay, Sara Pope, welcome to The Way magazine.
Thank you.
Sara, it's a very big pleasure to have you here with us because you're a very renowned artist all over the world. You've been doing many special things all over the world in all different kind of museums and galleries. And you're a young artist that is doing something very contemporary, in our opinion. And before talking to you, I want to thank the Strip Gallery, the Italian represented gallery that takes care of your work in our country. And you're actually calling from Brighton, right?
That's right. Yeah, I'm in Brighton right now.
So you are a UK-based artist. Where were you born and where are you living now?
So I was born in the north of England, and then I've lived in several different places. I lived in Spain for maybe 4 years, and then I lived in London for many years as well. I lived in London for 10 years, and then I decided to make the move to Brighton.
So how's this situation there in Brighton? I mean, as regarding artists and, you know, the art movement there.
Well, it's nice in Brighton because the town is full of artists. There's an art university here, and even though it's quite a small city, it's very full of culture. There's many music festivals, just festivals in general for art or theatre, comedy, many things. So you never feel like you're lacking in stimulation and culture.
So did people in Brighton have a look at your lips? That because you're very like renowned and famous because of your lips, your very nice pop artist lips. Did you exhibit there as well?
Yes, I have my gallery here in Brighton that I've worked with for many years. So they are kind of the most known gallery in the Brighton area. So yeah, we have a long relationship and I always have work exhibiting in their gallery. So if you've been to Brighton, you've probably seen my lips.
Okay, Sara, why did you choose lips as the main subject of your work? And are they like lips belonging to men and women?
I found the subject of lips to be a really compelling subject. The mouth can be beautiful and sensual and emotionally evocative, but not only that, the mouth is central to some of the most fundamental of human activities: eating, communication, sex, breathing. So I think I was just, I've been drawn to this subject over and over again, just to kind of capture this essence of what makes the mouth so fascinating. And you asked the question if they're men or women. They're actually both. I base my works on both men and women, and I understand it's probably not easy to tell which is which, but yes, it's both.
Do you take inspiration from real people, like real lips belonging to real people?
Yeah, so at the start of my process, I begin with a real model, a real mouth. So I'll organize a photo shoot and I'll do a quite extensive photographic study of the mouth of the model. But when I begin painting, I sort of quickly begin to leave reality behind, as my interest in beauty and the mathematical laws of harmony are extrapolated to kind of their logical extreme, and so the result becomes something much more surreal. It's like a mix of fact and fiction.
Okay, that's very interesting. Well, we had a look at the Strip Gallery website where they sell your works, and they are very diverse. I mean, you don't even know how many, how many different angles the lips can inspire. And Is there like an artist or like a creative in the past that you've been inspired by because of this of the technique that
I
you
mean,
use for the lips?
not really the technique, no. That was something that I developed over a period of time. When I first started painting, it was much more painterly. You could see the brush strokes. But as I developed, it became more and more perfect, to the extent that some people, if they haven't seen my work in the flesh, in reality, they're not even sure if it's a painting, because it has this very airbrushed quality. It could be an airbrushed photo.
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
Even though
it's not only bi-dimensional art, it's something more.
yeah,
It brings like a whole universe with it.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. So I mean, there are artists that have inspired me, along my journey. Like, I mean, I love the work of Francis Bacon, for example, for his ability to just create, put raw emotion and violence on canvas using paint. I mean, it's incredible how he manages to capture feelings.
Do you think Andy Warhol did something with the lips in the
He
whole
did,
career?
yeah, he did. Yeah, he's also a great inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are the lips the first thing that you notice in people when you meet them?
Yes. I mean, the eyes and the mouth, but I don't know. Like, when I first meet someone, I don't so much focus on one thing. It's that person's energy and their character is the thing that I think I notice first, rather than like one feature. But then as you begin to communicate with someone, then obviously it's very natural to be focusing on someone's mouth.
So sometimes your lips, your painted lips, are portrayed with a cigarette. Is there a
Yeah.
particular reason that you do that?
I've only done this a couple of times, and I think it was because the cigarette is, I think, an integral part of pop culture, and in recent history, but also continues to be to some degree. And I was sort of fascinated with the way that I feel the cigarette is symbolic of the world we live in, where advertising, at one point, it evolved from being something that just told you about the practical use of a product, and then somebody had this idea to connect a product with emotion and feeling and aspiration. And so to be seen, they found that this worked really well to sell things. So, to have a cigarette was to look cool, to be beautiful, to be glamorous. And to me, the cigarette is really symbolic of that. And we still live in this world where advertising is constantly, producing emotions in us and sort of manipulating us, I guess, in a way. And so I feel like, yeah, the cigarette sort of symbolizes this kind of world that we're now part of.
Sarah, is there a particular issue that you want to communicate with your art? I mean, I don't know if you're planning to do lips for the rest of your career, but as an artist, is that something that you strive to communicate to the people?
I think for me, it's kind of like, it's not that I'm trying to communicate something to the people. It's more like I'm trying to make sense of things. I'm trying to make sense of the world that we live in, popular culture, fashion and beauty, and how people sort of choose to present themselves in the world and what that means. But also digital visual culture and how that modifies and affects the way that we see ourselves and beauty ideals. And so there's kind of trying to make sense of that. But I guess there's also the sort of fascination with communication and communication of emotion, and trying to understand how how emotion is expressed and, you know, how that is communicated.
So I wanted to ask you, Sarah, is there a particular artist, contemporary artist, that you feel more attached to or inspired by or close to your work?
Not really. Like the artists that I'm inspired by or I love their work, they're very, very different to my work. I kind of like, I like artists that deal with the human form and I guess emotional expression within that.
Okay.
But they're very different to my work.
You're very much collected by different collectors all over the world, and you've been, you had your presence in different fairs all over the world. Is
Yeah.
there something particular that you would like to suggest to a collector who has just bought one of your works, and how to treat and handle it, and how to maybe suggest other people to buy?
I mean, in terms of treating and handling it, I guess, I mean, just please wear gloves when you're hanging it, because a lot of my paintings have totally white backgrounds, and you know, thumbprints are, you know, just a nightmare. But yeah, if somebody buys my work, I would just say, I hope you enjoy it. You know, I like that. A lot of feedback I get from people who have my work or collect my work, they say that it really lifts their emotions and gives them a really positive, joyful feeling, and that is very satisfying to me.
So, Sarah, are you planning to deepen your research on lips in the future, or are you trying to like expand the subject of your art?
So yes, I'll definitely be continuing to explore lips. You know, I feel there's a huge depth of things to explore within this subject, but I might also, alongside that, kind of widen the lens a little bit. I'm kind of playing around with that. So yeah.
Okay, so that we're gonna be seeing something different in the future.
Possibly. I'm not promising anything. Wait, watch this space.
Okay, your future plans, I mean, not only talking about the artistic side, but are you planning to exhibit somewhere, or like doing an installation? Because the lips are, they can be like modular art. They can be suitable for different kinds of experience.
Yeah, actually, I had an idea a little while ago about combining my work with AI, and I'm still interested in this idea. It's quite an ambitious one, so it would need some sort of serious funding, but it's something that I still have in the back of my mind that I'd like to explore.
So, Sarah, thanks for being with us, and thanks to the street gallery that represents you in Italy that allowed us to have this very interesting conversation with you. And we hope to see you soon in Italy.
Oh yeah, I'd love to. I used to come to Italy a lot because at one point I was a shoe designer. So I used to come to Italy maybe 4 times a year, and I really miss coming to Italy. I love Italy.
Okay, so thanks, Sarah. Maybe next time we'll talk about your past and your involvement in the fashion industry.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you.
Lovely to meet you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.